Interwest is a retail independent insurance agency offering a full range of business and personal insurance products. We're very proud of our partnership with Monument Administrators, our alliance with public television, and thankful for the opportunity to serve our local communities.
We're here at Silverado Resort in the heart of Napa's wine country. And coming up on another round of Tea Time. He's one of golf's all-time greats. But now, Johnny Miller is creating a new legacy with his amazing golf course designs all over the globe. We walk Silverado's North Course while Johnny describes his improvements. And celebrate nearly 100 years of history at the Stockton Golf and Country Club. It's one of the first courses built in California. It's challenged some of golf's biggest names. And how about this backdrop? Join us on a public course in South Sacramento where we discover a program helping youngsters learn the game. All that and more coming up on Tea Time, second round. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa at the beautiful Silverado Resort in Napa. You know, this resort has something for everyone, not just golfers, but it does have a 50-year history as a golf getaway. So it's only appropriate that a golf legend like Johnny Miller has been part of an effort to revitalize and redesign this Napa country jewel.
When I was 8 years old, it was like clear as a bell. This feeling came over me. You don't have to worry, just keep working hard, you're going to be a champion golfer. And my dad always called me champ, and from that time on I never even thought about doing anything else.
In his time, he was one of golf's most feared and most respected competitors. From the 1970s into the mid-1990s, Johnny Miller won more than 24 PGA tournaments, including the U.S. Open, the British Open, and 3 Pebble Beach Pro-Ams.
And to get it up on that top tier to get a close birdie is really hard to do.
Today, when he's not working as an NBC golf analyst or enjoying his properties in Pebble Beach in Utah, this San Francisco native is back in Northern California, here at Napa's Silverado Resort. Not as a golfer, but as one of the new owners.
To be able to have any part of Napa Valley is just amazing to me. Now we have a great North Course, and we're just trying to focus on every issue, including the lodging and food and beverage and everything else, and making everything not a C, not a B, but in the A category. And that's my goal, is to bring every point of Silverado into an A category.
For Miller, making Silverado an A-plus golf destination began with a complete redesign of the North Course. He's a renowned golf course architect who's created or improved more than 30 courses worldwide. It started here around 1970 when Miller first played at Silverado, bought a home, and created a vision.
I was out here designing the course, and by myself I'd sit there on a hole maybe 15, 20, 30, 45 minutes and just sort of let the hole talk to me. And I thought, what can I do to make the hole more interesting and beautify it?
What Miller's done is lengthen the North Course by about 300 yards, add tees for all different skill levels, remove about 25% of the bunkers while adding a few more better situated hazards, and fill the traps with brilliant white sand imported from Idaho.
I love illusions. I love to get a feeling that when you don't hit in the right spot, you know, you have a feeling that the bunker's right here at the green, but really there's almost 18 yards between the top of this beautiful bunker. Golf's a tough game, and the one thing I want people to feel like when they come and play this course, especially since it's sort of my course now, is that I want everybody to be able to play it well. I want people to smile when they play.
Silverado's roots actually date back to the 1860s when General John Miller built this stately mansion in the heart of Napa Valley. The Civil War veteran was drawn to the ancient oak trees, rolling hills, and bubbling creek. It became a golf resort in the mid-1950s when the first 18-hole course opened, followed by the second course 10 years later. In recent years, Silverado, under previous owners, had grown a little frayed around the edges.
Really what inspires me is just that opportunity to be good stewards of this land.
General Manager John Evans says Miller and the other new owners are renovating the place from top to bottom, from the 400-plus condominium guest rooms to a 16,000 square foot spa.
Most people don't realize it. As I understand, one of Johnny's hobbies really has been to take farms, ranches, and work them as a good steward of that land. And I think that same approach is being used here at Silverado.
Silverado's restaurants are also getting a thorough makeover. thanks to executive chef Jeffrey Jake, who's dazzling guests with fresh ingredients from all over Northern California.
Well, I hope that they understand the passion and the love that goes into what we do, because that's very important, and what comes from the fields and the farmers, that they relish their dining experience while they're here.
With the North Course already open to rave reviews, Johnny Miller is now dreaming up new designs for the South Course. But the Hall of Famer knows a great round of golf is only part of a complete vacation experience.
This is a dream come true for me. I hope people will find pleasure in coming back to Silverado and seeing what we've done.
Adios. Enjoy Silverado.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir.
I understand this is where I get the best cheeseburger on the planet.
I'd like to think so. May I cook you one?
I'd love to have a couple. There's another unforgettable dining experience at Silverado, and it dates back 40 years. So you toast the buns.
Both sides.
Steve Parrish has been grilling up burgers here since 1973. He's continuing a tradition started in 1953 by his dad Bill, who set up a burger stand on the course at Olympic Club in San Francisco.
You know, they're unique when we have guests. A lot of people have never seen a hamburger on a hot dog bun.
You heard right, a hamburger on a hot dog bun. Steve says his dad initially came up with the idea to save on bun inventory. And the clever idea became an instant hit for hungry golfers, and not just for the unusual shape.
We take them off and we dress them. What would you like on your cheeseburger?
I want it the way you guys make it, with everything.
Don't lie to me.
It's incredible.
People come here to play just to get the dang cheeseburger, you know.
Johnny Miller's still a very busy guy, designing golf courses, working as a Golf Network commentator, and hosting thousands of charity golf tournaments all year long. He's still going strong. In our next story, we're going to meet a group of younger golfers, some of them learning the game thanks to an organization that's looking to promote both golf skills and life skills by making the sport both affordable and fun for kids. Every Wednesday afternoon, Diego
How many of you are new to the program?
and about 25 other golfers meet at Wild Hawk Golf Course in South Sacramento. They're learning lessons both on the green and beyond through a program called Youth on Course.
It's about bringing your friends together and meeting new people and networking and treating each other really nice.
Youth on Course offers a number of youth training courses and is teamed up with La Familia Counseling Center.
Hello. How are you?
To get kids and teenagers on the golf course.
We started working with La Familia because they're a leader in youth development in the Sacramento area, and they have a wonderful youth development program here that really gets into the community and helps enrich the lives of the young people here.
It's really important because we have youth that are at risk. So, you know, taking those youth out of the street and putting them somewhere so they can, learn discipline and learn core values.
Those core values are play, learn, participate, work, and educate. And they fall right into the organization's mission: provide deserving youth the opportunity to develop life skills and values through golf.
We're going to golf. We're the Golf Brothers.
Youth on Course actually picks up where First Tee leaves off. So we end up stepping in and we help the young person get on the golf course.
Once on course, these young golfers are divided into groups. They're even assigned weekly homework.
They'll write down what they do each day, what they eat, make sure they're eating healthy, and also they're playing sports. It's really important to be physical.
I think that I learned how to have a conscience and know when you're doing something wrong, like good from bad. Because of La Familia, they give you chances to get to know what you want to do when you get older, and do other kinds of things like that.
Well, I've been in La Familia Community Center for quite some time. At first, I was a bit typical, but eventually took a liking to it.
So my name is Coach Bonnie,
We got Coach Dave, we got Coach Clint.
The Northern California Golf Association plays a big role in helping to bring the game to young people.
The way that we see the clinics is that it's really an opportunity for youth to learn life skills and values through golf. So golf's really the vehicle here, and there's no cost for the children to participate, which is a really great thing that we're proud of at the foundation.
Well, this is the future of golf. I mean, these young people are you know, what the game's about. And so it's good for the game because we're growing, and it goes beyond that because it teaches them life skills, and we think will help create better people. And so it's good beyond just the game of golf.
It's quite a sight to see. A 24,000-ton cargo ship behind the first tee box.
You've got one of the most unique features at a golf course I've ever seen. Right off the first tee is the ship channel, and there's a huge ship there right now. What's that like when you're on the golf course and these ships go up and down the channel?
Oh, it's great. Everybody stops and watches the ships.
It's mind-boggling too, because this course is some 80 miles inland from the Pacific Ocean.
We are at Stockton Golf and Country Club in beautiful town of Stockton, about 30 miles south of Sacramento.
Stockton Golf and Country Club is one of the most unusual courses in California, as it sits alongside the Port of Stockton, the largest inland seaport on the West Coast. Tanker ships come in and out of the background here as you play your round. This course is also one of the oldest in the state.
The golf course was built in 1914. The Port of Stockton was here. A lot of businesses downtown built around the port. Businessmen came together and said, hey, we want to have a golf course. And so the golf course is 96 years old, going on 100, and we have probably 3 or 4 different generations of families that have belonged to the club over the years.
Roy DeLuti and Russ Shepard have been playing here for decades.
Oh, look at that. Go in the hole. Are you from Stockton?
Oh, yes. I was born and raised here.
Yeah? 90, how many years ago?
95 years ago.
Good for you. Show me something good.
I try to, but nothing happens.
Look at that. So how old are you now?
I'll be 81 next month.
So when are you going to shoot your age?
First time I shot my age was when I was 74.
Really?
I had the course record here for 35 years.
Wait a minute, stop. Don't go anywhere. You had the course record?
Yeah, I had 63.
Really? I've shot 63 a number of times, but then I keep continuing the
yeah,
round.
right.
Yeah. You've been a member here how long?
I've been a member here for about 55 years.
Think about being here 55 years as a member. What sticks out in your mind that you really remember?
First thing, I'm lucky to be here, I think.
Playability-wise, it's been here since 1914, so a lot of trees. The old traditional style golf course. We got 2 rivers, one to the left, one to the right of us, the Calaveras and the Stanislaus, and just a wonderful setting.
In 1922, Stockton Golf and Country Club expanded to a full 18-hole course.
What's your favorite hole out here?
My favorite hole on this golf course is number 8. Number 8's a short little par 3.
I think this is 125?
Right now, for me, it's number 8 because it's the only one I can reach.
Stockton Golf and Country Club has a great history, but one day stands out above the rest. The day golf legend Ben Hogan came to play around.
I got to go back 55 years or somewhere in there. A guy named Ben Hogan came here and played golf, and you were here and you watched him.
I watched him tee off, and I remember turning over to our pro, Mr. Traub, and he told him, he said, Ed, don't try it, I'll drive me.
And he drove it pretty well pin high, but off to the right. He picked that thing off the hard pan. I just never forgot the shot. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah?
It came out of there about like that.
And he put it on the green?
Oh, put it on the green, almost put it in the hole.
I sit here and think about 1948 and Ben Hogan on these tees. That's what's so exciting about golf, to play the same golf course from the same tees that professionals play. All right, Russ, double or nothing on this hole.
A double bogey or nothing, huh?
I'm just blown away that you played with Ben Hogan, and that was in 1948, so that's over 60 years ago, and here you are still on your home golf course. How does it make you feel, to know that you were one of the very few people from an amateur status that played with Ben Hogan?
Well, we were so excited as kids to be able to play with him. And like I say, he was such a gentleman. And then when we got done, that was the bad news. He gave me an autographed ball. And a couple of months later, my uncle, who didn't play golf at all, I said, "Here, look at, I got the Hogan ball." He goes like this with his
Oh no!
And the signature's all gone.
I like golf. I'm playing golf with a guy that played with Ben Hogan. How'd I get here? Amazing. Did you hit it like that with Hogan?
I hit it a little better than that, thanks. Okay, let's see a 2.
A 2 would be nice. We might have to shoot this a few times.
Perfect.
Ah! Russ, I gotta say that it's been a pleasure playing with you.
Oh, thank you.
To know that I made a par on the same hole as the man that played with Ben Hogan, that's pretty good stuff to me.
As a youngster, George Archer dreamed of becoming a professional basketball player. But in high school, he decided to take up a different sport, golf. George began his career as a caddy at the Peninsula Golf and Country Club while attending school in San Mateo. George found fame as a professional golfer, winning the 1969 Masters and 11 more tournaments on the PGA Tour. And while it was evident to everyone that George could read the greens, his wife alone shared his uncomfortable secret. George could not read or write beyond the 3rd grade level.
He would cry. He would not be able to control his emotions about it because he didn't talk about it publicly when he was still alive.
Donna spent many years covering George's hidden handicap.
He got by having me do a lot of his work, by his sponsor doing a lot of his work. For years, if we had mail, I would do it. I would do the letters. If there were autograph requests, we would have photographs and I would tell him how to spell the names. When George first told me about his problem, "No problem, I'll take care of it. I can teach you how to read." I was 17. I was wrong. You can't just go and teach somebody how to read.
But being illiterate didn't stop George from becoming one of America's greatest putters.
He didn't look like much of a player when he hit the ball, but he could get it up and down and never quit.
Before George died in 2005, he told his wife he wanted to help those who also suffer from learning impairments. His family honored those wishes by creating the George Archer Memorial Foundation for Literacy.
After George's death, his wife Donna was instrumental and devoted her life to the honorable task of recognizing George's problem with literacy.
This money will find tutors for children. Particularly, it will give them partial scholarships to schools that are prepared to teach them.
The Foundation's primary fundraising event is the George Archer Memorial Stroke of Genius Pro-Am Golf Tournament. The annual competition attracts players from across the country.
I don't think he had any idea how much people really liked him, and because he probably did kind of try to hide away, and getting to know Donna, who's such an extrovert and loved her husband so much. I mean, sorry, even Johnny Miller, you know, he would talk about George like, you know, he was the guy who kind of helped him get out on tour.
He was a very smart guy, a very cagey guy, and he had his one swing. He played that way. He never changed anything, and he never complained. He played like a real pro. He really set a good tone for me on how to conduct myself as a real pro.
It's nice that you'd come out and just to remember George, and he was into helping other people, and this is going to help other people.
Some child is going to learn how to read. Some child is going to have something triggered in their mind so they can open a book and they can go to magic places.
I tell you, there's never a doubt. Still to come on Tea Time, Ken Morton Sr. shows you how to get back into the game of golf.
Hi, I'm Peter Jacobson, and I play on the Champions Tour. I wish I could say I always wanted to be a professional golfer, but I knew I wanted to play golf. I loved it. I actually saw myself playing amateur golf my whole life and turned pro only because I was broke and I needed to make some money. The most asked question that I get is about the life on the tour. A lot of people have a misconception. They think that it's all parties and it's all every night having fun and going to a party, but I don't think people realize how much travel's involved and how tiring that is. And when we go play a tournament, even a US Open or a Masters, you've got to be in bed by 8 or 9 o'clock because you got a tee time the next day, and it's pretty important.
Yeah, it's good.
I can't get off the ride.
I think the greatest achievement I've had on the PGA Tour so far this year is the fact that I've tried to keep my life in perspective. I've had my victories, I've had my defeats, I've met so many great people along the way, but it's allowed me to visit places that I never would have visited, meet people that I never would have met. But the most important thing is that golf's a humbling game. And I think that's why people around the world love the game so much, because it's something that brings us together.
So this is the last time I was playing golf.
1991, we got a 20-year issue here.
For some golfers, getting back on the golf course after years of being away from the game can be quite challenging.
Now, are you seeing anything right away that's
Yes,
awful?
I can kind of already see that you're probably going to hit the ball to the right.
Okay.
And if you were to hit some balls, would that be kind of your pattern?
Yes.
Brian Shadden, Jason Schultz, and Jamie Judd each quit the game for various reasons, but have decided they want to get back on course. They have enlisted the help of Ken Morton Sr. Ken is a leader here at Hagen Oaks Golf Complex in Sacramento. He's also a multiple PGA Award winner and PGA Hall of Famer. Brian's biggest challenge is to overcome his grip.
And then this hand here does the same. Major difference. Very nice. Oh. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. I can see we need to get you guys all on the putting green.
And while Brian's golf challenge to overcome has to do with skill, there are other reasons why people leave the game, and some are personal.
There was really one event that in my golf life that kind of changed it for me, and that's why I haven't been back for about 8 years.
Jamie and his son had a troubling experience with a marshal on the golf course.
We used to have marshals, and they thought they were like cops, and that they were going to write tickets and they were going to control people. And you know, now we've got a whole different thing where now we have people who are out there helping people. But we've reversed that situation so much now with the City of Sacramento golf courses that we now allow all kids to play free as long as they play with an adult. I mean, we want families so bad to come out and enjoy it, because there is no finer time, as you experienced with your dad, than to be out there with your dad, your grandpa, your grandma, whoever. And I think you find the whole situation totally different now. Excellent shot. That was a great golf shot.
Thanks.
Who's the comedian?
On the next hole, it was Jason's turn to share his golfing concerns with Ken. His biggest challenge, bunkers.
So Ken, this is kind of the story of my golfing life right here, and probably one of the reasons why I gave up the game. It's the whole inconsistency and the frustration of it. I feel like sometimes I'll have a great game, right? A nice day and get a lot of nice shots, and then the next thing you know, I'm just stinking up the joint.
You ever heard of a guy named Rory McIlroy?
Yeah.
He just played in the Masters.
Yeah.
And on one day he shot a 64, and on the last day he shot an 80. 16 strokes. You're actually better than he is. You're more consistent than Rory McIlroy. So enjoy it.
The psychological aspect, you can let it get to you.
It can get to you, because what a lot of people don't realize is in your mind is also your nerve endings. And when you get all messed up here, your muscles don't do the same thing as they would if you were just relaxed and out to have a good time. There you are, you're right out, see?
I'll be danged.
You didn't hit the lip at all. and I think we learned a great lesson here.
Attitude of gratitude.
Attitude of gratitude.
Yes, that's going to be good.
Oh, yeah! You know, all three of you did really well. What I saw you three doing today that really made me feel good was you kind of had fun. You were kind of kidding each other around. Nice shot, Brian.
From Ben Hogan to George Archer to Johnny Miller to Ken Morton Sr. and even to Peter Jacobson, golf has always been in good hands. And I challenge you to find the magic for yourself. And I hope to see you on the first tee.
How did it feel on that first tee with him when you're just before you take it back?
It was funny because we played the back nine, and it's a little levee there that you're teeing off, and everything was fine. I got up over the ball like this, and my hands started to just shake.
I like golf.
To order a DVD copy of this program, call 888-814-3923 or visit kvie.org/viewfinder.
Interwest is a retail independent insurance agency offering a full range of business and personal insurance products. We're very proud of our partnership with Monument Administrators, our alliance with public television, and thankful for the opportunity to serve our local communities.